In a few minutes I will take this dry box and its contents outside to the antenna and demonstrate receiving images and data from the NOAA GOES 16 satellite. First, though, let me show you what is in the box and how the pieces are connected. The black thing at the bottom is the battery. It supplies 5 volts to the Raspberry Pi 3B, this device, and to the low noise amplifier here in the corner. Both the Pi and LNA are powered via one of the battery's 4 USB-A slots. A NUELEC RTL-SDR plugs into one of the Pi's slots, so the radio is indirectly powered from the Raspberry Pi. Also, there is this cooling tower. The 5-volt fan is powered indirectly via Pi GPIO pins. The cooling business is almost surely unnecessary, a bit of superstition on my part. The Raspberry Pi has built-in Wi-Fi, and it is possible to interact with it from the desktop computer, even when it is outside at a considerable distance from the LAN router. I generally log on to the Pi before carrying the box outside. Okay, here we go. The antenna is attached to a mount that was left over from a DirecTV dish. The previous owner of our house subscribed to satellite TV. When I first attempted to receive the satellite, I brought a small folding table out to the antenna and put everything on the table. However, after consolidating the setup, I made a small shelf for the dry box. There is only one connection. Nothing could be simpler, unless it is raining, in which case the SMA connector is a bit slippery. The antenna is already aimed toward the geostationary GOES 16 satellite. I will explain that procedure later. Okay, back we go inside. I made a few convenience scripts to start SatDump. That is the program that receives and decodes data from the satellite. By the way, the accompanying write-up includes links to the various software resources that are being demonstrated. SatDump creates many image and text files, satellite decodes. These are stored in the GOES_16 folder. After each satellite reception session, I add a date timestamp to the folder name, then copy or move it to the desktop computer. Finally, I make a new GOES_16 folder for the next session. During SatDump processing, there are occasional warnings about invalid CRCs, but generally no redline errors. The majority of decoded images are 100% intact. High-resolution full Earth images are received every 30 minutes. These are 32 megabytes in size and can be zoomed to show considerable detail. For example, here is Hurricane Ernesto when it was near Bermuda on August 17, 2024. Now let's look at some of the nitty-gritty. To aim the antenna, I used a marvelous internet resource called dishpointer.com. First you select the satellite, then enter your location, either latitude and longitude, or a street address will do. The web page not only displays azimuth and elevation numerically, but also draws a line over a Google type aerial view of your location. With a little bit of fiddling, you can place the origin of the azimuth line directly over your antenna and pick out a nearby object to align the antenna against. In my case, the neighbor's boat shed. Yes, his boat is an ocean liner. Elevation is simpler. I used the protractor and bubble level to adjust the boom of the dish to the angle specified by dish pointer. This is where the fun begins. The write-up has details. The main idea was first to detect a signal from the satellite using an exquisitely sensitive procedure, namely averaging of many spectrum analyzer sweeps. Minuscule adjustments to either azimuth or elevation might produce an increase or decrease in the signal bump. Chances are, if the antenna has been carefully adjusted to the numbers, its aim will be close to optimum from the get-go.
Okay, we've listened to Go 16 for an hour or so, less or more doesn't matter, and have accumulated lots of decoded text and images from SatDump. I use FileZilla to transfer the files to the desktop computer. Then, generally, I look first at the full disk images. The oldest ones are likely to be complete. To find a text file of interest, I search for a keyword. For example, the name of the lake near my house, or a nearby town name. The NWS folder, National Weather Service, contains a different type of image file. These files are not photos, but graphs or charts of important weather phenomena. Many instructive web pages helped me to achieve success with this project, and of course the SatDump software application played the most central role. Sometimes all it takes is to follow directions carefully and patiently. That is not always easy, however.